Today, we celebrate some weak-ass pullout games. Let's give it up for the fathers in America. And now you think about it, I called the show Happy Motherfuckers Day because if you're a father, you're a motherfucker if you think about it. And if you're me, you're also a motherfucker.
If they weren't a mother before, I guess you're not really.
No,
you became one, I guess, when you had the kid.
I never really got the 9-month no sex clause because we didn't have sex our entire relationship. I just happened to get drunk one night and not pull out, and lo and behold, here we are. Well, I'm happy though. I had a great day with my daughter. She's awesome.
Happy Father's Day.
I love my daughter. I had a great. Thank you so much, Duncan. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
And RJ, happy Father's Day, brother.
Gracias, amigos, same to you.
Appreciate you fuckers being there. You know, I was going to tell a story, but real quick, Beaver, let's just go to you because you're the only non-father here. We're going to jump to the story of
I'm a father of two wonderful kittens, by the way. Thank you.
How you almost, great. You know, you just ruined your chances of getting laid ever.
I ruined those chances a long time ago.
So, Beaver, you almost became a father one time. So, a female, we don't have to mention her name. It's not Tasha. I don't remember, but tell me about the time that you almost became a father, that there was a scare.
There was actually two little scares that I got at one point in time, but
yeah.
Hey, by the way, thank you so much, God, for not doing that to us.
Yeah, thank God. No,
did it rhyme with Smithsmortion?
No, none of that. One
actually,
wasn't sure if I was a father or not, and one thought
it rhymes with perter.
Wait, hold up. So she had the kid, and you had to see if it was yours?
That
baby don't look like me.
Hold on, Matt's being obnoxious. He's really high. I can't hear you.
No, she eventually found out it wasn't mine, but
happy or relieved? Like, were you mad?
Relieved.
We were so happy the baby came out black. I was so relieved. I'm like, that poor girl. She got to deal with Beaver's fucking ass the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Thank God that didn't happen. So, guys, I got to tell you, I've had a fucked up weekend, but my day started out really fucked up. I had a real fucked up dream. And I'm like, I feel like we have to make this into a skit or some sort of movie because I walk into a church. It's Sunday, like Father's Day. I walk into a church and no shit, Russell Brand is playing the organ. And I sit down in a pew. Russell Brand, like fucking get him to the Greek.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, playing the organ. Yeah, horrible. He's not. I don't know why. I don't even like the fucking dude, but he's playing the organ at the church I'm at. And I look over to the left, and there. I know 5 or 6 strippers. All 5 or 6 strippers that I know are sitting in a pew together, but they're all wearing like their pre-stage outfit, like the lingerie. Everybody else is normal. But I look to my left and all the strippers I know are just sitting there in their lingerie. And I woke up and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
And you masturbated, obviously.
I did. I jerked off for sure. We talked about the big black porn thing earlier. Yep.
Two things on that. First, yep. Katy Perry needs to have sex with me so she can say she finally had sex with somebody funny.
Yep.
The second one, you need to quit taking that medication, dude.
Oh boy, I'm not even
strippers. I did notice strip clubs were finally opening back up around here this past weekend, I believe.
Yeah, I can just imagine a big chunk of your next paycheck's going.
No, hey, I still gotta save up for the down payment and shit for the place, but no, I was curious exactly how they were doing strip clubs right now.
I hope they're wearing a mask and gloves. Let's go full fetish in this motherfucker. I want to go into a strip club. I don't want to see a bitch's no contact. Like the bitch, she can't breathe on you, but she can rub her titties on you that have been on 20 other dudes' faces. Welcome to America, people. We're in a fucking world of lunacy. Absolute fucking lunacy. It's getting worse.
Hey, speaking of your dream and your content, I was thinking today on the way home from the golf course, Armstrong, what a wonderful world. You know that song?
Yeah.
I see trees. Like, I want to dub all the crazy shit that's going on in the world right now. Like I want like the riots.
Yeah.
I want the COVID. I want like everything from 2020.
Now,
I want to
hey,
make it slow motion with that song
sing
playing
that
the whole time.
Nice little
sing it right now. I got you. Today in New York, a police officer killed a black man. Innocent black man at that. COVID-19 is killing thousands of people all across America.
For me and you.
Indianapolis, now the leading meth capital of the world. People are dying in Iraq still. We've been in the war on terror for 21 fucking years. That's more like 19, but you get it.
We have meth gators in Florida.
Oh, dude, I seen another story about that, by the way, which we'll get to later. They're fucking back. Hey, Florida, stop fucking flushing your meth down the toilet. I got awfully close to a gator. I'd hate to see one of those motherfuckers on meth because it probably would have bit Rob's leg off. And by the way, if you haven't watched my YouTube video, why, what are you doing here? What are we doing here, folks? It's our most watched video on YouTube. Just get your ass in there, watch the video. It's funny. You'll enjoy it.
Because Matt's watched it 20 times.
I have watched it 20 times last week. It was great.
Fucking with you.
No, it's all right. I did give it a like, though, on every YouTube account I have because I have 5 YouTube accounts. I gave it a like on every YouTube account.
Why do you have so many?
Just because.
Forgot passwords?
Forgot passwords. I mean.
I got 2. I get it.
I have a YouTube account with my Yahoo account. And then I have because you have a Google account. So there's always a YouTube account associated with your Google account. So I have an OnlyFans account where I sell pictures of my butthole, but no. So it always creates a YouTube account. And me, when I have an idea for a video, this is the impulsiveness. When I want to upload that video, I don't even pay attention to what Google account I'm logged into, and I'll just upload it. So I literally have videos scattered. And I tried to look up the other day. There's actually a way you can do it. I'm going to figure it out. You can switch accounts for your videos. Because I have videos back to the Army surplus days where I was tasing my nipple and being shot with fucking airsoft rifles in the ass, just stupid shit I used to do as a teenager that I would like to get on my personal page, to help me get a job in later in life,
Definitely.
Positive thing to put on my resume. By the way, people have been hitting me up left and right on LinkedIn. I don't know what's going on. People want me back in the mortgage business. No, thank you. Fuck off. Beaver, you can tell us a little bit about that right now. So how is your mortgage experience going? By the way, Beaver bought a house.
Nice.
Condo. And I told him, I was in the mortgage business for 3 years, almost 4 years. And I told him, buying a condo is a real bitch. And the next month of his life is going to be total hell. Has it reached that point yet?
Honestly, it hasn't been that bad of an experience for me.
Really?
I do not feel like it's been bad.
Well, it helps too that your brother-in-law is doing your loan, so you got some transparency. But working in the mortgage industry, my superiors would always tell me to be a lying piece of shit, and I would not do it. I cannot, I can't do it. So it's really hard to tell somebody, hey, listen, because a lot of people don't listen. I literally had a guy one time had to borrow money for his down payment, and I told him, I said, one rule. I said, you have to not touch your credit cards in 30 days. Well, we go to redraw before we close on a loan. They do a hard pull on your credit right before you close on a loan. Well, they go to do the hard pull on his credit, and his credit score had dropped 75 points. And that's because he added $8,900 in credit card debt. So not only did he not qualify on credit score, he no longer qualified on a debt to income ratio. I was like, are you fucking stupid? I was like, what have you been doing? Guess what he did for 3 months? He paid all of his bills using a credit card.
That's a smart
Just didn't
right
pay the
there.
credit card.
No, and here's why the mortgage business sucks, because people are fucking idiots. You could do everything right. I'm a great salesman. I can talk anybody into fucking damn near anything. I'm not a good looking guy, and I get laid all the time. So, but here's the thing. Seriously, think about this, okay? I could do everything right as a salesman, but you cannot control stupid people doing stupid things. And that's a fucking small example. So, Beaver, don't be a fucking idiot. Listen to what your brother-in-law tells you, okay? That's my advice.
I think we're in a good spot right now. I think we shouldn't have any issues when it comes to the closing date and all that shit. So
that's good,
we'll
man.
be good.
Congratulations, buddy. And on a serious note, I'm so proud of you. Take care of the fucking place. Don't let it smell like piss like your apartment now.
Well, I won't have these wonderful little bundles of joy. Hi, Chandler.
You gonna miss Chandler? That dog looks awfully close to your asshole. I won't.
Oh, he's right on my asshole right now. Actually,
I won't make any fucking.
He's
Right
cuddling with me. It's so cute.
So let's go around the horn here. Duncan, did you do anything special for Father's Day today, buddy?
Went golfing. Yeah, golfing, and then yesterday I went to some dirt racing.
Now, how'd that go? Did you win?
It's
Did you compete? Did you compete?
No, they're spectating. I want to give other people a chance, to get some wins.
Are you actually doing it now? That's my fucking stupid dog. Hey, calm the fuck down. Can you guys hear them pretty well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Hold on. I need a pellet gun to shoot them. Little bastards. This is going great.
All right, start the show over.
No, it's fine. It adds to the element. Hold on. You guys talk about yourselves. Hey.
So how'd you score, Duncan? How'd you do?
Not good. I'm terrible at golf.
You're not a natural
What's
Tiger
your
Woods
average?
out there.
I'm lucky. I just want to get under 100 whenever I step out there. So
I mean, as long as you're around 100, dude, that's a decent play.
not really, but yeah.
I
I got buddies that are 70s.
For people who are awful, keeping it close to 100 is pretty
Dude,
decent.
if I shoot a 98, I'm like the happiest person in the world.
What'd you
I just go out to drink beer and have fun, man.
No, I mean, it's what I do. I go out there to get super high and just chill and be in nature and kind of appreciate them.
Yeah. Look at the squirrels.
No, looking at the fucking clouds and shit. I forget where my ball's at. I don't even I'm actually becoming like a halfway decent golfer, and I don't lose balls as much as I used to. No joke. I would go golfing.
You probably keep score now, don't you?
I keep score.
Care about it?
I actually care now because I used to not care. I would tell Beaver we'd go golf. I'm like, we're just here to have fun. We're not here to keep score, buddy.
We keep score, but you don't go past the
G. Count that high. Yeah. No, absolutely not.
Snowman is the highest you go. So whenever I get too close to 8, I'll just say Jeezy, pick my ball up, and go get in the golf cart. Let's try this next hole real quick.
So what did you shoot today, by the way?
I didn't even add it up, man. Probably around 100, I would imagine. But yesterday, Tony Stewart bought that dirt series.
Okay, the one that you competed in, or is just the one you were watching?
When have I ever competed in?
I thought you bought
midgets?
a fucking no. I thought you were talking about the little racing, the car thing that you bought.
No, these were fucking USAC midgets,
okay,
like real dirt racing.
Yeah. I've been to a midget car race. I get it.
Yes, I would have a boner if I could step in one of those things and go on the track.
I've got a buddy who did it and was actually really good at it.
Tony was there. He just bought the series, so he was there, on the 4-wheeler, getting the track ready, telling people, he just running it. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Back at his old stomping grounds where he started out.
Have you met Tony before?
I've been around him a little bit. He's kind of a dick.
No, I met him at the casino, and I was surprised. He was very cordial and nice that day, probably because he probably got a $25,000 check for being there, I imagine. But yeah, it wasn't bad.
25,000.
Yeah, we paid Paul George $15,000 to be there. That was before Paul George was Paul George. And what's crazy, we would tell his agent all the time, because literally when he came to the casino, Beaver, that was his breaking out party. If you remember that, after he came to the casino and did that autograph session, that's when Danny Granger got injured and Paul George just kind of took over. Yeah. And we used to tell his agent, yeah, you're welcome. We're the reason he's fucking Paul George now,
And now he's Paul George out for somebody else after he decided to leave his second team.
Yeah, it's Paul George now for another team, and he's a whiny ass bitch, and you can't wait till that tell-all book comes out, Paul.
Super talented.
Not gonna happen.
He's gonna write a book so he can whine about Larry Bird wanting to play the 4.
And then get rid of George Hill.
Yeah. RJ, what'd you do for Father's Day today, bud?
Nothing crazy. My kids left me alone for a few hours, so that was nice.
Did you get any nookie from the wife?
Yesterday I did. It was pretty magical.
So she licked your butthole. That's great.
She came close. Not close. I'm still trying to seal that deal. I'm working on it though.
Yeah, you'll get there one day. That's normally a 5-year anniversary thing, I think.
Yeah, we're on 4, so I only got a year left.
I had a great Father's Day. Can't complain. Will you quit doing that? Looks like you're beating off. What are you? By the way, if you're watching the video version of our show, Duncan was just masturbating live on the show. So if you're listening on iTunes, make sure you check out the video.
Yeah, so go like the YouTube video if you want to see me.
Yeah,
crank off. Yeah.
Like it. It helps with the algorithm, and hit that, ring the fucking bell because you'll get notifications when we're live. You get to see the show
that
live.
Fucking thing, ring it.
And
this is free OnlyFans.
I mean, yeah, for free OnlyFans. We were kind of funny. Beaver's not pretty to look at. It's okay, but we have fun, man. But ring the bell because that helps the algorithm. We need, we're trying to grow this fucking page. So do us a favor here. If you love the show, ring the bell, like the video, share it with people you love and people you hate. There's my soapbox for the fucking day. But yeah, I had a wonderful Father's Day. Got my daughter first thing in the morning, went over to my brother's, had a cookout with my dad and sister. They were about an hour late. It was great. I guess my dad shows up an hour late. That way, has to spend less time with us, I guess. But, no, it's good seeing him. I haven't seen him since stupid ass COVID outbreak, but it's good hanging out with the dad. Had a good time, played some cornhole. My brother cooks, so anytime my brother cooks, it's a good time because Greg whipped up some lemon pepper chicken and some steaks.
Nice.
Dude, his pictures. Your brother can throw down in the kitchen.
No, and I keep telling him, I'm like, you need to just go all in, buy a food truck, and because I'm telling you, he would make more money.
He has the attitude for it too. You know what I mean? Like people would love him. Like he has
he should
the
start
attitude.
some sort of like cooking channel.
Yeah, I told him for sure he should do something on YouTube, but he would definitely need help. He's not the most technically savvy guy, so that would definitely be something that I could help him with. But I've told him before, you should go all in on a YouTube show, and he for sure. But just because he's got the personality, and I could fucking make it quirky and the production good and shit. I think for sure that's definitely a conversation that will be had. Well, and we'll put it on our channel and shit. That way we could give it to an established audience, and he could show our show to a whole new audience too. So that would be cool. Highly
inappropriate cooking or something like that.
Yeah, or just Goose's bitchin' kitchen.
There it is. That sounds like that's the play right there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, I'll have to talk to brother.
Dungy.
Yeah, cat. We were trying to find the cat today. Ella's obsessed with that fucking cat. And surprisingly, that cat will attack anything but my daughter. I don't get it. She's like she's a cat whisperer. And her father's a pussy whisperer. It's awesome. What a day to be alive. Sir, everybody had a great Father's Day. That's great to hear, man. Yeah, is there anything going on in the world right now?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of a lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny is we have not had a legit show in like 3 weeks now, and a lot has happened. First and foremost, how about Ryan Leaf fucking getting arrested again?
I didn't even see this.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, Ryan Leaf arrested on domestic battery charges. I think I sent you guys the video or sent you the article because he's changed his life around. Wasn't he on Pat McAfee's show and was talking about how
he changed his life around?
Yeah, out of prison and stuff. Yep.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know what the chick said to get. No, I'm just kidding. But
he's on he's a color guy, isn't he, for CBS?
Yeah, I think he might not be now.
Yeah.
Granted, domestic abuse charges, it's one word against another. You should never hit a woman first and foremost, but
well, you should never hit her first.
Right. Yeah, right. You shouldn't hit your spouse, regardless if you're a man or a woman, but we'll let him have his day in court if it reaches there. Probably not.
No, I'd pay it off, probably.
Did anybody watch the fights this weekend?
Nope. I didn't. I was dirt racing.
Curtis Blades won a very unexciting fight against Alexander Volkanov. Him and Dana White are kind of going back and forth because there's a whole push right now to get paid more by the fighters, which I agree with. I think the UFC is a fucking multi-billion-dollar industry now, and unless you're the main guy on the roster, if you're a main guy, granted, they're making more than what's being reported because you're getting pay-per-view buys, etc. But you rarely see a fighter making over $500,000 on the main card. That's just salary alone. Granted, there's bonuses that they give out. There's a lot of stuff they get. So if they're reporting $5,000, they're probably $500,000. They're probably making $2 million. But that being said, Floyd Mayweather makes $100 million per fight, and MMA is by far the superior sport right now. But Mayweather's the bigger name.
Yeah, he promotes his own stuff too.
Yeah, he's incredible. But
no, I mean,
Who
like
else is there
Mayweather,
in
his
boxing?
fight promotion is him. He owns the promotion company. And
no, I know. I'm just saying, like in I think the big guys, your most popular fighters right now, Conor McGregor, by the way, he retired. Dana White says he's officially retired. All bullshit. I mean, Conor McGregor is just he needs to stop fucking drinking that proper 12 and get his head out of his ass. But your biggest sellers right now, John Jones refusing to fight because he is not getting paid enough. Just called out Mike Tyson, by the way. Did you guys see that? Well, Mike Tyson called out John Jones. He said, if you want a money fight, let's fight. Fucking stupid. Boxing.
Jamie Foxx trying to do something with Mike Tyson.
He's playing him in a biopic.
Great.
That's gonna be great. Jamie Foxx is a bad motherfucker.
Have you seen him in his workout plan? He's a monster right now.
Yeah, I seen a picture of him. He's still not quite Tyson.
But my buddy showed me a couple pictures of him. He's like twice what he was a year ago.
He's ripped, dude. He
got jacked.
Oh, and
he'll impersonate it perfect. Like it's gonna.
Oh, the boy. Yeah, I guarantee it. I'm telling you right now, he will knock it out of the fucking park. He's a bad motherfucker. One of my favorites.
Was the fights this weekend? Was it at the UFC Island? Are they at the Island thing yet?
No, I don't think they're at the Island yet. They're moving around mostly in Florida. They've done some in Vegas as well. They've talked about doing Fight Island, but I don't know if they haven't. I think they just set the date for Fight Island. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I know they have it. It's built.
I wasn't sure if it was actually still going on or not.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick. Fight Island date, UFC 251's July 12th. They always had the biggest fight of the year the weekend of my mom's birthday. So she's blessed every year for her birthday. We watch UFC fights. Gotta love it. Mom. Love you, Mom. We had for my mom's, I think it was her 51st birthday. No, it was her 50th birthday, I believe. I can't remember. But we had a double kegger for my mom's birthday, and we all watched the UFC fights.
I was going to say she don't even drink.
No, she'll have a beer occasionally. I've seen my mom.
She'll occasionally go hard.
Not a double kegger.
No. She ain't doing no keg stand. I think I got my mom doing a keg stand once. One of my life goals.
I remember Super Bowl. That is.
She was trashed.
I forever will have.
I've seen it.
Otherwise, no.
I've seen her drunk a few times. That was a big one because she was actually singing Seven Dust. That's when I knew my mom was hammered, when she's singing heavy metal songs. So another time was I was still working at the casino. It was the New Year's, and Mom got hammered on New Year's, and like the ball's getting ready to drop, and I'm on stage, announcing the crowd that the ball's getting ready to drop. My mom comes on stage. Nobody knows it's my mom. And CJ Miller looks at me. He's like, who's this drunk woman on the stage? I was like, oh, it's Mom. Oh, he's like, oh, cool. I'll let her up here then. Yeah, she was hammered that night. But Mom is like, when she gets super drunk, she just kind of super happy, very happy drunk. She's not emotional, not a crying, not doing any of that shit, not fighting anybody. Although I have seen my mom throw some bows to the back of her boyfriend's head before, full on. No joke. Nice. My mom is very passive aggressive. I would not, I would not want to piss her off because she's super, super calm, Christian lady. But I literally woke up in the middle of the night one time to my mom on the back of a dude's back, her ex-boyfriend's back, hooks in, like she looked like a professional fighter, and was pounding the back of this guy's head. Just punching the shit out of him. And I mean, I was like 7.
Did he get up and do the dishes?
No. Well, the funny thing is because Greg was 19 at the time. So Greg at our old house, we had a finished basement. Greg lived downstairs in the basement. And so as she's punching the back of this guy's head, she's screaming for Greg to come upstairs because her boyfriend was terrified of Greg. But good times.
Sounds like he was terrified of the wrong person.
Yeah, he should have just cooked dinner and poisoned him.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, right. One time, This is funny. Mom would probably be pissed off for me telling these stories. That one time, the guy's name was Larry, and to piss off Larry used to wear these jeans. Like he had these special jeans he wore to work all the time. He had like 6 or 7 pairs, real nice blue jeans, because he worked in construction. And one day Greg decided to go in and he cut all of his jeans into booty shorts. and at the time, and at the time, one of my brother's good friends was living with us because he was going through some shit. And this dude was convinced that my mom had something going on with this kid. I mean, he was like 18 years old at the time, which complete bullshit. Because if you know my mom is pretty as straight laced as they come. And this guy was convinced that something was going on with him living there and all. And so he thought one day my brother and his buddy were sitting on the porch, and Larry came up and got in Greg's buddy's face and said, "I seen what you did to my jeans." And Greg said, "That was me, motherfucker." And he just stormed in the house pissed off. And I'm just sitting there on the porch with them, like shaking my head, like, what the hell's going on?
That's awesome.
That was the one time my mom dated drunk. She learned her lesson.
You talking about like your mom's boyfriends and stuff like that? Maybe
yeah.
Of that King of Staten Island, Paul Davidson, Bill Burr.
Did you?
I watched it. You would love
I loved it. No, I watched it this week. I loved it.
You did watch it?
Yes.
Bill Burr was amazing, dude.
Yeah. Oh, he's amazing in everything he does.
Dude, at the end when like they go to the hospital and then the mom and they go in the curtain, she sees his back.
Yeah.
I choked up a little bit.
Oh, there was parts for sure. It was like
the Jesus smoking a joint.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. I even paid $20 did you pay the $20 to watch it?
No, motherfucker. I got illegal cable, remember?
Oh yeah, well, you best. I paid the $20 because it literally was a preview for every YouTube video I've watched over the past month. So I was like, I gotta watch this fucking. I'm like, I was bored one day.
It's pretty good. His life was terrible though. I mean, that's kind of based on his real life because in real life, his dad was a fireman and died in 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother just texted me. He's watching the show. It's about the story about Larry Mansfield. By the way,
shorts are great.
Oh, I just wish, because honestly, other than Larry, my mom's had a pretty good crop of dudes she's dated. I actually have stayed in contact with a lot of them on Facebook and shit, but that motherfucker. I wish I was older when he was around because I could have also had a lot of fun with it. So,
I mean, usually if your kids are fucking with the guy, he's like your kids. It's like a dog can tell a bad person. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, for sure, yeah.
By the kids a lot of times,
right? I mean, this is bad to say that I contributed to a minor. The last guy my mom dated, his name's Mark. And his son at the time was 14 years old. And we were like, 18 or 19, Beaver, a few years older than him. It was when we really started partying like hardcore in my garage. And we would have this kid out in the garage with us and we would make him chug bottles of liquor. I mean, we cut years off this kid's life. At 14 years old, this kid was getting fucking titties in his face.
He's probably madder than hell when they broke up.
Oh, well, now
you can't break up with her.
Yeah. I mean, I what's unfortunate too is he's also, I went to his apartment at IUPUI and it was the first time that me and the baby mama ever like did anything physical together. We didn't hook up. It was the first time we ever made out and shit. So I could kind of blame him for, for the mess I've been in. Yeah. No, L is a blessing. Being a father is a blessing. Having a baby mama is not. unless you can knock up somebody you love, right, RJ?
It's still bittersweet.
I had a girlfriend of mine the other day ask me, she's like, do you want, are you trying to have more kids? And I was like, I cannot say that is a goal of mine. No. If I'm going to have another kid, it's going to be an accident, unfortunately. Or if I date somebody I like.
I don't want no kids, man.
Hey, is your wife fixed?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I married her.
You enjoy being the stepdad, though, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
It's cool.
They're already grown, like, you know what I mean? Like, they can take care of themselves. It's like adopting a dog at the shelter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You don't have to change the diapers.
They got all their shots and shit.
Yeah, I don't got potty training them, shit like that.
Neither of them have Tourette's.
We can leave them home, go somewhere.
I mean, let's be honest. You're the biggest kid in that household by far.
Easy. Easily.
By far. How many times a week does your wife just look at you and shake her head?
Once a day at least. At least.
That's pretty normal.
The Beaver, do you have any serious female friends right now?
Nah.
Nobody that you're talking to at all?
Nah.
Beaver is really secretive about the girls he talks to because most of them are the chicks I've already hooked up with. But just and everything's good down there, RJ, right? With the marriage, everything's going good.
Well, here's the last text I got from my wife.
Oh, let's go.
So, because she's putting the young one to bed, right?
Right.
So evidently I was loud at the beginning and I woke her up. So I randomly get a text and says, "You wake this child up again with your loud ass self, I'm gonna fucking slit your throat. Happy Father's Day."
You guys are gonna have some crazy sex later. I can't wait. Just make sure you hit the record button on your webcam. I'm happy, man. Anytime my buddies can get laid, I'm so happy.
We'll put it on our fans only page.
I'm sorry, I don't bring happiness to your life.
I actually told Rob, I said, only text me after you get laid. He's texted me 3 times this year. Yeah. So
speaking of Rob, I got a random text from a buddy at work, and he's like, "I'm in the presence of a living legend," and it was a picture of Rob at like a birthday party, and like they've never even met, and I just kind of laughed, and my buddy said, thinking about drugging him and fucking him in the bathroom.
Hey, it's not that hard. All you got to do is just fall through. He's not going to tell anybody. No authorities will be involved. What a great day that was. I miss concerts so bad. I mean, like, I just told my brother, like, O-Town could be the first concert that comes to Indy after all this, and I'm going for sure.
Legit, bro.
Of course, you would fucking like it, Beaver. Of course.
Man, I was drunk and stupid a couple days ago. A couple of my friends came over. We all got drunk. And I was like, oh, shit, this church's still coming to town. I'm going to buy these tickets. I'm like, fuck it. I bought 6 tickets. I dropped like $250. Yeah. Concerts next year.
You go, oh, how depressing. Literally, my whole summer was ruined. I'm not even, because RJ, I was doing so well at work. I was making more money than I've ever made. And I planned out my entire fucking year. I said, I bought, like, I spent $600 or $700 on concert tickets when my tax check came. I got a big commission check in March. I bought tickets to this festival in Colorado called Reggae on the Rocks. I was like, I'm going to go to Colorado for a weekend. I'm going to do some medical research and go listen to fucking reggae music. They have this place called Red Rock Canyon.
Red Rock.
And or not Red Rock Canyon. That's in Vegas, but it's called Red Rock, and it's just in the mountains. This concert venue in the mountains. I was like, I gotta go check that fucking place out.
If you are a concert lover, Red Rock is on the bucket list, man. That place is intense.
So I was supposed to go there this year.
Yeah, they're going to the Juggalos.
Yeah, go ahead, Duncan.
I just wanted 2 things real fast. Big Lynn says Beaver's getting leftovers like Thanksgiving. And how about Garth Brooks, genius, just probably making about $500 million next Saturday.
What's he doing? He's doing like a
he's doing like a drive-in concert.
So a drive-in.
That's
concert.
right. Yeah.
2 shows Saturday at $100 a car. All these drive-ins all the way across, the United States. Like, there's just tons of them at $100 a car. He's just going to do this show in his backyard at his fucking farm or whatever, like a stage, and simulcast it to the drive-ins. So think of all that, tons of money, dude. Like,
brilliant. I will say brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
But you are a fucking idiot if you pay $100 to go see a drive-in concert. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it's a car full. So, if you could, people.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So
get a fucking bus, bro.
That's 8 people.
You get 8 Mexicans in a car. Yeah. I guess that's not too bad, but you'll have one person that'll pay $100 to go see that fucking show by
him
himself.
And his wife.
Yeah.
People fucking, dude. There's gonna be so many people fucking, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Now, how many people are gonna be wearing American flag shirts?
Speaking right, American flag shirt. How many racist people are going to see Garth Brooks next week? Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That was one of my. Do you understand that the first CD I ever owned was a Garth Brooks Greatest Hits album?
He's a top 3 for me, dude.
I mean, I like Garth Brooks. You're never going to hear me driving down the road listen to Garth Brooks, but if I would say I would definitely go to a Garth Brooks concert just for the experience, just like I would go see Dave Matthews for the experience. Like, don't necessarily like him.
I fired up my Amazon Music for free 30 days just so I could listen to Garth.
No Celine Dion, but I will go to a Backstreet Boys concert with you tomorrow, Beaver, for sure.
I've been waiting for you to ask me.
Celine Dion is like $800 fucking a ticket in Vegas.
They are fucking expensive.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
I would rather go see a fucking live gay fucking 8-man orgy. Okay.
All I know is the Titanic song. Like, how is she so fucking popular?
Because
she got a few hits.
Literally that's you gotta think about that movie at the time was the biggest movie that had ever happened. And Leo didn't
jack-offs, dude. Boobs.
Seeing what's her name?
She actually
Kate Winslet's titties.
Yeah, it was the second tape, like right there at the beginning of the second tape. It's easy to get to.
I know. I had the tape too.
When that came out, she did a song for that. Actually.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The Titanic song.
I think we all.
I said Deadpool 2, not Titanic.
Oh.
Jackass.
What was the Deadpool 2 song? Fucking near, far.
Wherever
you are. Hey, RJ, you're gonna wake the kid up, dude.
My dogs are barking again. They're pissed off.
Dude, your brother just texted me and said, always impressed with the mullet tonight, a little more impressed than usual.
That's because you got less facial hair.
Well, it's because I have a fan going and it's just blowing it all around.
Oh, man, you definitely look like you're not getting laid tonight.
He's got more of a shot now. He cleaned up the patchwork, man.
I mean, I feel like your wife should come up to you and be like, honey, I appreciate you putting up with my kids. Here's a blowjob.
I just wish you would rape me every now and then.
You got to play the game, bro.
I need raped.
But it'll fuck you too. You play the game too much. You want a girl to come on to you, so you turn her down a few times, and sometimes you turn her down too much. She goes astray and gets in a 5-year relationship.
If I get raped, I'm blowing instantly.
If you get laid, you're blown instantly. Let's be honest here.
I'm just curious if Dunk has ever turned his wife down.
If something
I've never turned her down, and I've also never turned her on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think the only time she gets turned on by me is, honey, I paid the mortgage.
Yeah. Oh, God.
There's a penny handy.
The only time she'll ever squirt is when them divorce papers come. So I had a really good thought there and completely fucking forgot it.
Yeah, wonder why they're ADHD.
Yeah.
You on your pills yet?
Not yet. I got to go to the doctor and they're going to drug test me. I'm going to fail.
Because he hasn't stopped talking for the last 40
No,
minutes.
because I haven't explained to my doctor. You understand that the reason I smoke weed is because a lot of people claim that you can treat ADHD by smoking weed, and to a point you can. It does treat some symptoms, but I've got it so severe. Like, I mean, it's bad. Like, she asked me, she's like, how impulsive are you? And I didn't really understand the question because I'm like, impulse. Like when I go to Walmart, am I buying candy next to the register? Then the answer is yes. I'm a little impulsive, but like impulsive is 100% when I'm sitting here and we're doing a podcast and somebody texts me a picture of her titties. I'm going to quit talking for 15 minutes because I can't focus. You know, that's impulse. Yeah. I can't. And like every day I'm getting barraged with bullshit and like, I can't finish anything because I get distracted by something else. Like, and it's just a reoccurring. I do 5 minutes of this and 5 minutes of that. And, you know, it's just.
Sounds like your life sucks, dude.
No, I mean, it's actually fan-fucking-tastic, but it can be better. I want to take all the fucking ideas in my head and figure out how to, like make them happen. And
I just want to be normal, like even, because I'm either like way up here happy or I'm way down here sad. I'm never like even. Like
I think that's called being bipolar, Duncan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. I'm a Gemini too.
Yeah, not bisexual, bipolar.
Oh, bipolar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've been bisexual for years. We had that diagnosed in high school, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, you're talking to someone who could have been a college athlete, okay?
Yeah, by the way, let's bring that out.
I should have brought the letter out here.
I had no idea they gave scholarships to water boys, man. That's awesome.
Imagine how different my life would be. Man.
It's like they offered us. It's like when the autistic kid scores 21 by hitting 7 threes in a game. They gave Duncan a scholarship because he had a disability.
It wasn't a scholarship, just a letter of encouragement.
By the way, we talk about things that make you cry. Anytime there's a story of like a kid with a disability getting in a basketball game and nailing a three, this motherfucker's got tears. I can't handle that shit, man. I get more emotional.
E60, just E60.
Oh God, ESPYs every year. It's like
the E60, dude. Every single one of them.
Do you get more emotional the older you get? Because I watched the Dickie V speech, or no, what Dick is no, is it not Dickie V? Dick Vitale, not the Dick Vitale. What's the
Jimmy Valvano?
Jimmy V speech the other day on ESPN, and I was a fucking train wreck when that thing was over. I was like, oh my God, like what's wrong with me right now? I got tears going down my face. I wasn't that high, maybe a little bit, but whatever.
Kids,
what
does that to you?
I just seen the end of your brother's text because I was going to reply to him.
Yeah,
he had spaced a little bit. He's thinking about doing it. He says.
Oh, did he hear the idea then?
No, about doing the mullet.
Oh,
was thinking about doing a mullet.
I thought you were talking about the cooking show. By the way, brother, we talked about you doing a cooking show. If you didn't catch that at the beginning,
with the mullet.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, dude, him with a mullet, just throwing down in the kitchen like some steaks.
No, he would.
That Princess Dungeon.
He would kill it, dude. It'd be hilarious.
I'm not even joking. I told him like 2 years ago, you need to do a fucking cooking show. Just be super quirky and just be yourself. Just be funny and stupid. And we can go over the top production. Like full on. You give recipes and just maybe you do a dessert one day. It's something that needs to happen, bro. If you're still listening, let's talk. Let's do it. Because we'll have fun.
Your brother's about to be on some pills. He's going to be focused in.
I'll be able to do 6 things at once. We're about to really step our shit up. I'm telling you right now. And it's great because I will not be able to sleep on that pill. So I'm going to be getting even less rest. I get 5 hours now if I'm lucky. I'll be running on 3 hours of sleep. I'll be acting like this all the time.
At like 1 a.m. Hey, bro, you want to go live?
Jacked up. I'm jacked the fuck up right now.
Hey, I see your talk about what you got for Father's Day, because
I do want to talk about you. You were on Juice in the Morning this week.
Yeah, which is, dude, it was one of the funnest times I've had since I started doing this stuff. Was this one? He has this deck of cards, and they just pull like a random card, and it's like conversation starters.
Okay.
And, I mean, an hour and a half it flew by doing that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've already been on for an hour. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. But
the first 30 minutes was us trying to figure out how the fuck to get it started. So
there was another guy on there, and he said he knew you on radio and stuff.
Yeah,
and then,
Josh Malcock.
And then we were talking, it was stuff that new Gen Zers say about millennials. And one of the things Gen Zers says about millennials on the list was, why does every millennial collect Popco, whatever those things are called? And
cool. Funko Pops.
Collect Funko Pops and think they're cool. And I said, dude, Matt collects the fuck out of those things. And we started laughing.
Rob's got a big ass collection here.
I mean, I'm not extreme. I get, people that I like, I'm not one that's just going to get one for shits and giggles, but it started out, this is funny. I think we've talked about on the show. So my cousin, Jason Jebber, and his wife, Danielle, got me an Ozzy Pop Funko for Christmas several years ago, and they paid $5 for it because I remember seeing it at a store, and this motherfucker is worth $600 now. So like
one of them, Babe Ruth.
And I'm sure Babe Ruth's probably got a little value right now. I've got Stone Cold. I've got 2 or 3 that are worth a lot of money. I've got Ozzy, Captain Spaulding from the Devil's Rejects, which is worth another couple hundred. Then Stone Cold's worth almost 100 right now. Then the rest are just mostly because I did it. I'd say 90% of what I got, and I have like 30. So 20 or 25 of the 30 I have are horror related. Not horror related. They, by the way, they do need a porn line. By the way, I'll sell it. I'll sell them out of that shit. I want a little Adriana Chaychek fucking pop vinyl.
What are they called again?
Pop vinyls.
No, the
Funko Pops. Yeah, Funko
Pop. You think there's Funko Pop porn?
They should be. There should be. Yeah, you do that real quick.
Same guys that are asking why we collect the Funko Pops are the same ones that were collecting like baseball cards and we're collecting action figures like G.I. Joe, stuff like that, you know.
Well, let me tell you why I collected, because we just talked about my impulsive behavior.
And yes, more time on Pornhub, there's definitely Funko Pop porn.
Oh, this is fantastic. Now I know what I'm jerking off to later.
And all it is people unboxing Funko Pops.
Are they naked?
No, like they're just like opening them up and like, oh yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll watch it later. I'll close my eyes and listen to the voices.
You should make an Aussie Funko Pop porn video, like unboxing it.
I'll unbox it and jerk off.
Do it.
No. And that's legit on Pornhub too. Wow.
That looks like my laptop there.
Here's what I don't want to happen. Here's what I don't want to happen. I do not want.
What we got going on over there, RJ?
I went downstairs so I don't get yelled at.
This is a sex dungeon right here.
No, I went downstairs so I don't get yelled at for waking the kid up anymore.
Why are them chains on your wall there, bud? Is that where you chain your wife up at, or what?
No, that's in the basement.
Oh,
you know, I got chains. You know, I do.
You got chains? Yeah, that's the only way you have sex with your wife is if you fucking chain her up.
No, see this
right there, boys.
This way I can actually talk now and sound normal, and I don't sound like a creeper like whispering into a fucking microphone.
I haven't had Matt. We haven't done a show here in a while, so
covered.
Matt hasn't gotten the sex swing in a while. But there's the chains.
Yeah.
That we do.
By the way, females, we are not dating unless we can have a stripper pole and a sex swing in the bedroom, because, you know, I'm a kinky guy. We got to mix it up once in a while, you know. No fingers in the butt though. I'm not into that. I won't even put.
I just want raped. Somebody rape me.
It goes along with. Let's go and talk about rape culture today. You know, we're talking about the world's problems here on Highly Inappropriate. You know, we might as well cover that.
Did
we talk? Did we talk about the Epstein doc on Wednesday?
Rape, but okay.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh man, dude, it's a sick fuck.
I still ain't watched it.
Oh, you have to. Absolutely have to.
I really don't care about it, to be honest with you.
No, I'm telling you, you watch it for the simple fact. Me, as I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist. I call myself informed. And if you're informed, you realize that there's a lot of truth rooted in conspiracy theories. Now, do I think half the shit? Do I believe in chemtrails and all that bullshit? No. But there's a lot of corruption and a lot of underground things going on. And the fact that Bill Clinton comes out and he says, I have never been to Epstein Island, and he's literally on flight logs 27 times. He was at parties where women have claimed that they were raped. You know, like
Hillary.
Yeah.
Jump on the plane real quick, head down there to see it.
You can't tell me that. God bless Bill Clinton's heart. He's gonna fucking, his heart's gonna give out pounding some underage vodka.
I picture Bill Clinton walking into Epstein's sex island with a saxophone playing.
I might fuck him if he does that.
Michael Bolton riffing it.
If Bill Clinton walks in my house playing a saxophone, I might jerk him off. Speaking of,
and I never want to love again like the way that song.
Speaking of inappropriate things,
Careless Whisper, man.
Yeah, Careless Whisper.
Kind of. By the way, Seether did a brilliant cover of that song. But do you know that you can get an urn made of your ashes and turn it into a dildo?
Yeah, when you die.
Yeah, for sure.
What else are you supposed to get that done?
So Duncan,
I was thinking about maybe cutting a toe off, burning it up, throw it in there.
Shove it your wife's
Happy anniversary, babe. It's my big toe.
Yeah. I'll say if there's any,
I got one foot in the grave.
Wasn't
say
Bear Girl
Duncan-
the one that cut his ear off or something?
Man, you'd be giving a whole new term to pussyfooting.
No, I'm just telling you right now, Duncan. The only chance of you being inside your wife is if you die and we cremate you in a fucking dildo urn.
That would be awesome.
Your wife's gonna take a big black fucking Dunkman ash cock in her. How do you feel about that?
That's what it's gonna take for me to get raped. Like my ashes will get raped.
Do you want to be dead? Do you want to be cremated or do you want to be buried?
I want to be cremated and put into an Etch-a-Sketch.
We're just assuming that you have ass cancer, by the way.
So like I already said this. Remember, that's my plot for my horror movie. I die cremated into an Etch-a-Sketch. It ends up at a Goodwill. The kid gets it like 30 years down the road.
You haunt the family.
I just start haunting families. My mullet ghost is just roaming around.
See, I'm getting turned into a tree.
Messages.
You can turn your ashes into a tree now.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's badass. I can just
Aren't there, like,
imagine.
pods that you can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
don't even
they
have to
take
be
your
ashes.
Yeah, they take your ashes, they put you in this little pod, and then they bury it, and then
Wow.
you're a tree.
I'm definitely growing into a thorn bush. That's for sure.
You
What
are
if it-
kind of a prick.
What if it was like just a random fucking like a flower you grew into? Like Chris, I grew into a pot leaf. Oh,
yeah, I was gonna
please.
say, can I be a pot plant?
Somebody turn me into a pot leaf, please.
Dude,
And then every time they smoke it, you're fucking haunting there.
Yeah.
That'll be the plot from How High.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, I got it. Every time you smoke my weed, you can see me and fucking speak to me. So it's like all the family, all my friends come over, they get some buds off my tree, get high, and like I appear like the third day of the resurrection. And
Every time you smoke Matt's weed, you end up in a church watching Russell Brand stand up.
with fucking
all the
strippers and
girls
lingerie. Which is funny. Okay, so my sleep schedule's all fucked up. Going back to that, I apologize. But I was awake at like 5 a.m. and that's because Friday evening I went camping with some friends of mine and was up to like 4 or 5 a.m. Walked 12 miles. And what's best, I was so high, probably, I would say up there with the highest I've been in my life. And I swear to God, it's a performance enhancer because we were throwing the football back and forth and I was Randy Mossing it, bro. No joke. I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm not wearing stickum on my hands, but I was going up, catching these balls. And the guy's like, did you play football? And I was like, no, I'm just super high.
No, I went to Morristown.
I went to Morristown. Yeah, we didn't
In
even
gym
have
class.
lessons. Yeah, we played flag football in gym. It was great.
You want to get high?
But I mean, let's be honest, Beaver. We played football every half day. We had a football game in Morristown.
Yeah.
That was our tradition. So we'd all meet and go play football. Yeah. So we played quite a bit. That's why I have a fucked up shoulder. I separated my shoulder when I was 18 playing backyard football, and it's never been the same. Gotta love it.
I can't remember the last time I played a sport other than golf. And
Wait,
not with a controller in my hand.
I think we should all.
You are a former punt, pass, and kick.
Oh,
champion.
yeah, that is true.
Hold on,
And we did the 3-point thing with Juice, half court.
Brilliant idea. We have to do some sort of sport together. Us, like a bowling league. Something
Dude,
funny
I will
like
so
that.
Fucking do a bowling league.
Oh, we should do a bowling league. And we just, a reason, my brother was in a bowling league when I was little. And being that it was my brother, I used to be able to go to like, they had this jackpot bowling. It was like midnight. And so I would be like 12 years old bowling with my brother midnight. Everybody around me was over 21, drunk as shit. Like, and I would be there, probably not legally, but being there, hanging out and got to jackpot bowling was gambling at the age of fucking 12.
Hey, at least one thing I know: if we did do some sort of sport, Mike still wouldn't be there for it.
Yep, Mike probably wouldn't show up.
Speaking of which, where the fuck is Mike?
Unfortunately, we didn't
He's
talk about this. He's got an excuse now. His grandpa did pass away like last week,
shit.
so we do send our condolences to him. And he's been dealing with some shit with his family in regards to his grandpa. So we do give him a lot of shit on the show, but he's got legit reasons. most of the time, but we're hoping to get him on regularly coming up. But thoughts and prayers to him on Father's Day. He did lose his grandpa a few days ago. So, and his grandpa didn't raise him, but was a big part of his life. He lived with his grandparents for a long time growing up. So he was pretty close to his grandparents.
Nice.
So definitely thoughts and prayers to Mike. On a serious note, it sucks, especially like, I'll tell you what, talking about tearing up, I get more emotional the older I get because I'm scrolling through Facebook. I'm getting teary-eyed about people posting pictures of their dead fathers. I'm like, God damn it, man.
You need to go get your testosterone.
My testosterone's low, or I'm just super high and emotional. I don't get it.
Having kids does it, man.
Oh, seriously. I'll tell you what, if you're not an emotional guy, do not have a little girl, because the dumbest shit will make you fucking like tear up.
Got 2 of them.
The worst thing is
swim in estrogen every fucking day.
Just wait. You're going to start getting Facebook memories popping up of like I had one today of Ella when she was just a couple months old laughing. And I'm just like, oh God, here we go again. It's the worst, man. It is the absolute fucking worst. Just turn you into a big pussy, man.
Yep.
Beaver, that's what you have to look forward to. That is if you find a woman to put up with your shit.
Maybe one day.
Have you been on any dates lately?
I don't remember the last one I've been on.
Because you're very discreet about your love life, by the way. And it's funny because Rob always texts me when you have a date because, one, you shower, yet you never fucking take a shower.
I actually do shower quite a bit now. So.
Define quite a bit.
He uses instead of using like a loofah, he uses the fucking dishwashing scour pad to clean off, apparently, because that's what he smells like.
I actually shower now.
I actually have taken a shower this week.
I love it.
You can tell because the bathroom smells like Axe body spray.
So shower after
we always know when Beaver's going on a date because he showers and he dresses up now. It's nice. He puts on cologne and he's real discreet about where he's going.
He still has like 5 bottles of that bod shit that we used to wear in high school.
Oh yeah, I have the same cologne I have in high school. That's how often I wear cologne.
I don't have any cologne, but I know Rob does.
Oh, I guarantee Rob does.
He does.
Are you on like the dating sites, Beef?
He has a Tinder. Are you still Tinder?
I think I do have a Tinder profile still.
How's your Grindr doing?
Yeah, you should be.
Grindr, that's pretty active, actually. That's pretty active.
But no, I thought with Tinder, you'd be just raking it.
No, and we talked about this a few weeks ago. I did a Tinder experiment to see if the fish were biting pretty hard. And I tell you what, and I just deleted Tinder again because it's fucking stupid. But the fish are
sex bots.
Did you really?
You didn't know that?
I swear to God, I did not know that.
I could have sworn I told you that story.
You might have at one point, but it's not top of mind.
That's how we met, man.
That's amazing.
When I first moved up here, I was working at Sun King, so I got on Tinder because I didn't know anybody up here, and I matched with her, and we went on one date, and I deleted it after that. Yeah, I've been on Tinder.
I did story.
I did an experiment, so I heard that women like pictures of you and your dog. So my main picture was me holding the puppies, and it was during a quarantine.
You should have made your picture like holding a dog in each hand and your phone in the middle.
No, I should have poorly photoshopped my photo on like Arnold Schwarzenegger's body. And of course, my bio was funny. And I did this honestly. I've been through that part of my life as far as Tinder bitches. Like, I want no part of that fucking bitches. I want no part of that fucking life right now.
Can you imagine living in New York City with a Tinder though? Like that was key, and having like a lot of people. Like if you're in like New York City, it'd be all day, every day. Like the show you. I
remember going to Miami with Beaver, and we both were like, we both paid extra. I don't know. Did you do it?
Pay extra. You did.
I paid the extra $10 for Tinder because I wanted unlimited swipes. I wanted unlimited swipes. So I was like, I'm just gonna see what kind of mess I can get into.
As we're laying in bed and on that
every bitch,
Georgia Eden.
Every bitch,
I'm paying for it.
You got to be careful with Tinder in Miami, dude, because there is a fair chance that the females you're fucking matching with
have a dick.
Females. Yep.
Well, every female I match with did not speak English, and they were kind of shitty with me when I was like, ma'am, I can't fucking understand what you're saying to me. Like, what do you want me to do?
Get over here and fuck me.
Chupo mi penga. So you got to
Yeah, I didn't realize she was a tranny till her dick smacked me in the face. It was awful.
And she said chupo mi penga.
I know, man. I felt at that point I felt obligated to suck her dick, like
that's what a good Christian boy would do.
My luck, I would be down there and I'd get one, and I'd be like, my dream is to get raped, and then they would come in, and it would be a fucking dude, and I'd get raped. Just be crying. I'd be mad, emotional, crying.
Yeah, I was this close to buying Beaver a tranny in Vegas the first time we went, because I wanted to see, and I say this loosely, I was going to find the hottest tranny I could find online, one that could pass as a chick.
Hottest.
Oh, they're hot, dude. There's some hot ones.
Oh, no doubt. I've been fooled before. I'd matched with a tranny on fucking Tinder.
They were a trick.
How long did you talk to her?
That's how you met Beaver, right?
No, because the first thing I do is because, granted, guys, take some advice. If you're gonna match with a girl on Tinder, don't drop in her inbox and just say, "Hey, what's up?" It doesn't work. You gotta fucking do some research, find out what the chick's into,
read the profile.
Creative. Yeah, read the profile, be creative, because women appreciate that. It shows effort, So take my advice, read the profile. So when I went to her profile after I matched her, it said TS straight up. I was like, TS. I was like, oh shit.
Let's see where this can go.
So after I sucked her dick, I didn't delete her after, but yeah. Speaking of getting your dick sucked, how about Elon Musk just sending the first fucking rocket to space from a private enterprise?
Dude,
I love that.
Was great. That shit was great. It sucks that they had to postpone it at first, but that was
right.
Glorious.
And our buddy John Garcia went to the launch. I'm super jealous, by the way.
Supposedly he had a threesome too. There's a video of him in the elevator, like two chicks.
Like in the rocket?
No, that's like after, I think, or something. He's in the hotel.
I guarantee if you're Elon Musk, you're having a lot of threesomes. And I imagine that guy, you talk about fucking Adderall, I guarantee that guy sleeps like 12 hours a week and probably is just smothered in cocaine and pussy at all times. That's what I imagine having,
He smoked. Remember he smoked weed on Rogan.
That, by the way, phenomenal interview. I think they did a part 2. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm a little behind on Rogan. That was the bad thing about this quarantine is I got so far behind on podcasts because I don't have a fucking hour-long commute to listen to them. But
yeah, same here.
But it wasn't saying
every fucking day, so I'm good on podcasts.
Yeah, that's all you do, Beavers. Drive.
He did one with Jocko like last week that I want to watch.
Yeah, Jocko. I definitely want to watch the Jocko. I watched the Tom Green one. It was pretty phenomenal. But I did want to bring up about the SpaceXs. How about them on as they're launching into space? Guess what they're listening to? Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Sabbath. I was gonna
say yes. Black Sabbath. They said they played some AC/DC. I was
man.
Yeah, just brilliant. Beaver, leave that fucking dog alone, please. For God's sake.
I'm telling you, that dog looks like the war dog smoking the cigarette meme.
No, that dog looks like it's been molested by fucking 2 dudes in an apartment with peanut butter. That's what it looks like.
Dude, why? Dude, low key, if you just Google funny dogs smoking cigarettes. Dude, there's just something about a dog smoking a cigarette.
It's amazing.
It's
Who
funny.
the fuck has time in their life to just Google that?
So
just smoking a cig.
All right. Fun fact
I like
about
to picture my dogs while I'm at work.
Fun fact about me. So, I remain friends with a lot of the females I hook up with, as far as just casual sex, I guess. But this one chick that I was hooking up for a while, this is 6 or 7 years ago, she got mad at me. I don't know if you guys remember when that chick made a big deal about the drink being called a redheaded slut, and it was like fucking huge news here. She went to Howl at the Moon downtown. She made a big deal. It was like her first time downtown, newly 21, super young chick, and she's like, redheaded slut, that's offensive. It's like
we talked about that on the first Highly Inappropriate show.
Yeah, we had t-shirts made. So maybe it wasn't that long ago. It's 3 or 4 years ago. Well, 3 or 4 years ago is when I got in a fight with this chick I was casually hooking up with. But this chick got mad at me, over the fact that I was giving this girl hell, because on Facebook, I was just telling this chick that, she needs to simmer down and some things are sacred. And just because you find something offensive, don't mean that we need to block it for everybody. Because we don't need to be appeasing the 3%. Like it's not that fucking big of a deal. It's a fucking shot, okay? Essentially. Well, this girl that I was pretty good friends with, that I have casually been hooking up with for several years, got mad at me. And speaking of smoking cigarettes, there's a picture online, and I cannot find it. It's one of my favorite pictures ever, because eventually all of her little super lefty friends started going off on me. And my final picture I posted was this dude that literally had a cigarette in every hole in his face. He had 2 in his fucking nose, 1 in his mouth. He had cigarettes sticking out his ears, and he was throwing up the double birds. And that was the last picture I posted on that thread. And I can't find that picture anywhere. And I'm sorry that you talking about the dog smoking cigarettes made me think of that. But
that's that ADD kicking in, man.
That's the
ADD.
ADD.
Probably smoked Rob's pole a few times.
Yeah.
You need to listen to ADHD Joyner Lucas album. You'd love
No,
it.
I have. Well, no, I've listened to a few songs. I have not listened, which that's bad on me because I'm a big Joyner Lucas fan.
Yeah,
I have
you need to
not
go
listened to
through
the whole
that
album.
Go through that album.
Did you listen to the new Jelly Roll like I told you to?
It's all right.
Oh, I love it. I love that
It's all right.
country.
He's good.
No, I love him.
Have you seen his wife?
No, she's probably a smoke show.
Oh, dude, like a porn star, I think. Like she's hot.
I mean, Jelly Roll's a talented guy, but let's be honest here.
He's a fat white guy. I mean, we know why he got her.
Yeah. His dick's either that long or we know he's got a big bankroll.
Or that wide.
By the way, it sucks that they postponed the Tech 9 concert. Now Jelly Roll's not going to be there. That sucks, but I'm still going. It's in October. I think October 10th.
Place?
I can't remember. It's somebody from Strange. I think it might be Ritz, which ain't a bad replacement. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's Ritz is badass.
Adam Ritz?
No, have you never heard of Ritz, the rapper? You would like Ritz a lot. You got to look at Ritz. It's Rittz. You would like him a lot.
Like because he's a cracker. I'm guessing he's white.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's very white. He's got long red hair.
Yeah, that's why his name's
He's
Ritz.
a big white boy too.
And the motherfucker
crackers.
The motherfucker can spit, bro. Can spit. He just got a cadence, man. He's got a cadence. It's amazing. I've seen him live several times. Are you jerking off again? What are you doing? I'm itching my
this time.
Yeah, I'm itching my thigh, bro.
He's got psoriasis on his
Put your
ball sack.
fucking dick away.
It's out.
Did you guys hear about the chick that got fired from her? She was a mechanic. This is in Indiana, by the way. She was a mechanic, I believe, in Fort Wayne. I don't have the story popped. Let me pull it up. Her name's Kristen Vaughn. She was fired from a Honda dealership in mid-February of this year. It just become public because, her OnlyFans is blowing up because everybody's OnlyFans is blowing up during a quarantine because the only thing that we can do right now is masturbate. Welcome to my life, guys. No. So yeah, she got fired from her dealership. So apparently some dude she worked with was sharing her OnlyFans or looking at her OnlyFans on the work computer. And she gets fired for it. And how
it's bullshit, man.
A complete bullshit, man. First off, don't be mad because a chick has a side hustle. And 2, the dudes are looking at porn on their work computers. You're gonna fucking blame her for that shit? I mean, come on, like
day I find a chick that I know that has an OnlyFans that's not a stripper that's going to be a day.
Well, I looked her up on Reddit because if you know how to work Reddit, you can find anything you want. I've seen her material. She's grade A. I imagine she'll probably get a contract offer. Legit. She's legit. Bless her heart. You'll probably, Chris, you're not going to have to pay for it because you're going to see her on Pornhub soon. I guarantee it. But yeah, she was like this close to receiving some sort of certification to be a full-time mechanic, and they shit canned her, man. It's bullshit. But yeah, shout out to every female I've wanted to see naked now has an OnlyFans. So that's one good thing that's happened for this quarantine. I'm super happy about that. And chicks, be careful because your nudes are on Reddit, by the way.
Yeah.
Everything's on Reddit. If you want passwords to any website, it's fucking brilliant. Learn how to
forwarding me links, man.
I mean, what do you want? UFC fights? You want free TV? You already got free TV.
He wants
porn.
the free OnlyFans.
God damn, what do you do? You want fucking rape porn and shit?
Send me some good some good stuck porn, dude. I'm about out of stuff.
You can find stuck porn on Pornhub.
I went through them all.
By the way, I have never gotten to that dark of the web where the fucking weird fucked up shit is, but
I'm trying to get there, dude.
No, you don't, because it's like child porn and shit. You don't want that.
I don't want that. Obviously,
no. That's like 3 more exits down. Dude.
No, yeah,
I don't want that.
By the way, what was that? What was the YouTube documentary they put on YouTube? Or the YouTube documentary they put on YouTube. But they had a documentary that came out. I can't remember the name of it. It was all about Epstein conspiracy and how fucked up it is that our leaders are all a bunch of pedophiles, and I 100% believe it. I mean. Like, I know it's a conspiracy theory and maybe it's exaggerated to a point, but I truly believe there's a big group of pedophiles that fucking make laws for this country right now. That's no fucking joke. Because if you watch that documentary, you're like, whoa, holy shit.
That's why I don't want to watch the Netflix thing.
It's so fucked up. And by the way, a lot of parents freak out about their children being abducted and sold into like some sex market, which is a real thing, by the way. But it's so less prominent than people believe. Like, I get tired of parents coming out and like not letting their kids go outside and be kids. Like, when I was young, I used to ride my bike around town and go swim in the river by myself, go floating in the river.
Cars.
And
nobody's gonna abduct a little ginger kid though.
Yeah, nobody tried to butt fuck me as a kid.
Nobody tried to abduct Rob.
Yeah, nobody.
I wasn't that hot of a kid.
Yeah, RJ, did you get butt fucked? No, I'm just that's fucked up.
We don't.
Hey, how much do kids go for? Like, if you abduct a kid and you
Jesus,
like for real, like, what are they like? Is it millions?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cry. We're gonna cross that off the fucking.
No, I'm just like, how is there that much money in it? I don't understand why there's that much supply.
I don't care.
They don't necessarily do it all for the money.
Honestly, because you
think of it this way: how much do they make off of fucking drugs?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is how fucked up the Epstein documentary is. But they literally said that he would bring in that parents from like France would sell their kids to Epstein. Like, he would have fucking 14-year-old, 13-year-old women on this island. And he would always sell it as like a massage job. So basically he was getting fucking like handies from these underage women, and their parents knew about it. They were selling them their kids. How fucked up do you have to be to sell your fucking kids? Like, you're talking about the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. Like, people like that deserve to be shot and killed.
Terrible, dude. But I still want to know how much is it per kid.
Are you selling your fucking kids?
No, I just want to know, are they making $1 million? Are they making millions?
Hey kids, how much are you gonna make today?
I'm gonna be honest.
It's got to be a lot.
I'm gonna be honest.
I swear to God, if you Google it, you're probably gonna have the FBI.
Yeah, if you Google it, you're gonna have the FBI at your house. Do not Google it, and I cannot say that I've ever cared to learn that fucking statistic. So
if you care so much, there's a page on Reddit for it.
I don't know. It's like a lot of the other stuff. I just don't understand. I just don't get.
Yeah, you're curious. It's like that first time you sucked a dick. I get it.
I don't understand people.
I'm only a little bit curious.
See, I wasn't even curious about it. I was just really, really wanting some money.
All right, we gotta fucking flip the script from fucking child porn here. Jesus Christ! So Indiana man attacks neighbor with weed eater in feud, which I think is a brilliant move. I mean, because if you want to really fuck somebody up and you know you're not gonna kill them, just get your weed eater out and just fuck their legs all day.
Oh, it would hurt, dude. It would hurt. We just got a weed eater. I've used it like twice.
I fucked up my own leg with a weed eater once. Like, I do
the Eminem like chainsaw, like when I fired up. It's awesome, dude. I like my weed eater now.
By the way, if you're watching live, this is one of my wieners right here.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you earlier, man, when you were talking about a Tinder profile, you should have taken a picture of both your dogs, and your caption should have said, "Ask me about my wieners."
Yeah.
Dude, does your wiener dog have a fucking rave necklace?
A rave necklace that my daughter made this for. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, those are necklaces like from raves, like they eat them when they're rolling on X.
Yeah, exactly. My daughter went to a rave in Chicago and she made this necklace for my dog. Yeah,
he took her to EDC.
Yeah, well, no, my daughter, she doesn't take the drugs, but she's a capitalist. She was selling people nitrous balloons. It was great.
Somebody tried to buy her, but it wasn't a good offer.
No, let's not talk about that. Absolutely not. That's a good way to get hit with a bat. Absolutely not.
Your baby mama hates me now, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm sure she's probably listening to this podcast. You'll be getting a letter in the mail.
Yep, I got court next month.
We all got fucking
first.
Honestly, I'm telling you right now, I will never have to worry about my daughter. That little girl is the most independent fucking person I've ever met in my life, and she's mean as hell too. I will never have to worry about her. That's a for sure.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like her and my youngest have something in common. Then
she's got that attitude, man.
So much sass. And she definitely inherited her independence from me because, God forbid, her mom can't do anything on her own. But I'm never gonna have to worry about that. But honestly, could you imagine fucking somebody up with a weed eater? And I went camping on Friday, and one of the dudes there, his wife was there, and she fucking nicked her leg with a weed eater, and it looked like Freddy Krueger had fucking raped her. I mean,
straight up slash.
They'll light you up, man.
They'll light you the fuck up. I want to know what this was about. Let me read this story real quick.
I did that with a pressure washer one time, and it fucked my leg up.
See, I always.
This is why they don't trust me with shit at the house.
I'm always afraid of hitting myself with the pressure washer too. When I pressure washed, because
is it pretty strong?
I did it to myself because I was like, I wonder if this is working, and then I hit my leg with it, and then I took off half my leg. So.
Imagine I've heard this, the stories, like when you cut tile, the water saws.
Mm-hmm.
My dog wants in my lap so bad right now.
Like the water pressures, they literally, it's water cutting that. Like you could cut your finger off with water. Like that's insane to me to think about.
With a pressure washer?
Yeah, you could have so much
problem.
Yeah, you can turn the PSI up and you could cut a finger off.
Okay, I got to read this story here. So this was at Evansville, by the way. A southwestern Indiana man allegedly attacked a neighbor with a weed eater, leaving him with cuts on his back as the two men feuded over grass clippings. They feuded over grass clippings. So I have a feeling this guy would not like your motorcycle meme, Duncan.
No.
So he remained jailed without bond Friday morning ahead of scheduled afternoon probable cause hearing. This is amazing. I like all my neighbors, but I want to fuck somebody up with a weed eater for sure.
I'm down.
Let's get in a feud with your neighbor. We'll do a podcast over there and we'll fucking attack somebody weed eater. Maybe.
It's like a new redneck serial killer.
Oh, for sure. So let's go ahead right now. We haven't done it in a few weeks. Our Dick Wad of the Week. We got to nominate somebody for Dick Wad of the Week. Who's it going to be this week?
I'm going to go ahead and nominate myself.
You're always on my, you're always in my top three, by the way. But yep. What are you nominating yourself for?
I've had a rough. I don't know. Honestly, probably baseball commissioner, right? Baseball, just everybody that's not getting the season going. I want baseball pretty bad, and it's not going to happen.
I know we didn't talk about it on the show, but I want to nominate Adam Silver for even considering putting a fucking ring on a healthy basketball player's, ring finger to try to detect COVID-19 earlier.
You might as well. How much do you think those rings cost?
Oh, fucking stupid. I mean, I'm sure they got some sort of contract, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, if basketball players, a healthy 30-year-old gets COVID-19, it's not even going to affect these guys. It's fucking stupid. We're making something out of nothing. I'm not going to get in this fucking diatribe again, but
what Matt's talking about is it's a ring that the NBA players are talking about wearing that can detect COVID 3 days sooner than normal tests. So you just wear
it.
It's probably just your body temperature, I would imagine.
I'm telling you right now, we do not have a vaccine for the flu. There's a reason for that. Viruses, it's sometimes hard to get a vaccine for them. There may never be a vaccine for COVID-19. So here's what needs to happen. Just fucking get it. Just get it and get it over with. Because guess what? If we all got it, I'm telling you, the death rate would be so minimal because when they started doing the antibody test, they realized that it's no more fucking deadly than the flu. And they started inflating numbers. You understand hospitals right now are battling for funding from the government right now. So they're inflating numbers. So if you come in and have a heart attack, this is real fucking shit. You come in and have a heart attack, but you just happen to test positive for COVID-19, they're marketing it as a COVID-19 death. That's bullshit. I mean, Could it be circumstantial? Of course. Maybe it had an effect. Of course. But you can't call it a COVID-19 of, like if he died of something else. That's like,
it probably will be like chicken pox. Like they're going to tell you to get it young because it's worse the older you get.
That's like if you died in a car wreck, Duncan, and they find out you have ass cancer, they mark it as ass cancer as the cause of death. Like, makes no fucking sense. Like
his ass cancer had a flare up, and that's what caused the
accident. And honestly, this is all levels of government. This is how government works when it comes to funding. This is how school funding works when it comes to standardized testing. It's all fucking bullshit. And that's why it makes me so mad when people get on their hands and knees and suck politicians' dicks over stupid shit, because it's all about fucking money with the government and funding. And so hospitals are competing for funding right now by inflating numbers. So that if you have to inflate your numbers, that right now tells me it's fucking bullshit. That's all I have to hear, is that numbers are being inflated. It's bullshit. And if you still believe it, I'm sorry you're not informed, because there's no logical explanation for shutting down the country. Because if you're still afraid of COVID-19, stay the fuck at home. Some of us want to go to work. Some of us want to live a fucking life and with no worries. I don't care. From the beginning, I said, I'm not worried about a virus. If I get it, I get it. There's nothing. It's something I can't control, because there's people that literally have not been out for 2 months and have it, It's fucking lunacy. And if they cancel football, I will burn something down. Mark my words. I will go I need football so bad. And this honestly is the most excited I've been for a Colts season in a long fucking time. Do not take that away from me. I will fuck something up.
They're reporting they can't normal time. I think where football is going to be fine.
I think too, but they're talking about,
second wave.
What were they talking about? Spreading lockers, stop jacking off, damn it. You're distracted.
6 foot, then having them go head.
Yeah, let's spread lockers 6 feet apart after they play a fucking contact sport. How fucking idiotic are these motherfuckers? Like,
they're wearing mask helmets, dude. They look like Halo helmets.
That doesn't keep you 6 feet apart, man.
Yeah, but you're covered up, bub.
Not that covered up.
Yeah, they can't make out.
Hey, who's that? RJ. How's she?
Oh, she up?
How's she doing?
Who else would it be?
Doug's like, who the fuck is that?
How's she doing?
Does she have any friends? Whatever you do, don't.
Grown-ass blonde would be walking around my house right now.
How's she doing?
Whatever you do, don't try to date her ex stepsister, because been there, done that, bought the T-shirt.
Don't do it.
Hey, how's your wife doing?
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
See, you're supposed to say she's fine. I was gonna go, yeah, she is.
Yeah. She is.
All right, I do have. We're gonna start wrapping up here in a minute, but I do have an Ask an Idiot question before we go. And honestly, it's gonna be interesting for people like me and Duncan who have an interesting relationship with our fathers. Give me, what's the best thing you've learned from your father? Duncan, we'll start with you.
How to steal a Super Nintendo game from Walmart.
How to sell volume to fucking strangers.
He bought me NBA Live 95 for Christmas. I opened it up on Christmas. Then he takes the box back from me and puts a wooden block in it, because it was old cartridge Nintendo things in the cardboard box. Seals it back up and takes it back to Walmart and gets his money back.
I'm not even mad at him for that. That's incredible. That's incredible.
He's like, just go with it. I was like, all right, whatever. I have the game at home.
I respect your dad. First and foremost, without your father, we would not have a show right now. So thanks, Duncan's dad. We appreciate you. I would not have this microphone in front of my face right now, so we appreciate you. But yeah, Beaver, what is one lesson you've learned from your father?
I would say not to be a piece of shit, but that kind of flew the coop right there.
Yeah, you forgot to listen, didn't you?
Yeah.
Screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beaver, you're supposed to take notes.
He taught me a lot of baseball lessons back in the day.
Yeah. A lot of baseball lessons. Yeah, did you get bitched at a lot? I know Pete got bitched at all the time because his dad was the coach, but your dad was the assistant coach. Was he hard on you?
There was a lot.
I can hear Greg Beaver right now going, "Pick your head up, you lazy fucker."
What was it like playing catch with your dad? I don't know what that's like.
Me either.
It was Cats in the Cradle was playing in the background. while we were doing it.
I can literally remember one time in my life playing horse with my dad. That's the only sports related thing with my dad. I remember my dad being in bowling leagues and me being forced to go to the bowling alley.
I said my dad taught me a lot of like Pacers and Colts shit too.
Yeah, my dad did take. I will give my dad credit. Up until me having a nice job at the casino, my dad did take me to the closest I'd ever sit for a basketball game. I was right behind the Pacers bench. We were playing the Phoenix Suns. It was 2002. This was like Jermaine O'Neal's first year with the Pacers. Reggie was still Reggie. So that was a cool experience. I got to meet some Harlem Globetrotters players were in the audience that day. I got to meet a few of them. I remember that. So that was cool. Dad was always good. Dad had some hookups because he had a pretty cush job for a while and had some hookups. I got sweet tickets to go see wrestling. That was, that was kind of his gift to me for not seeing me for 6 months. He would go get me sweet tickets and go. But RJ, what did you learn from your dad? What's the biggest lesson you learned from my dad?
My dad was a philosophizer. Well, still is.
Does he give you like these big quotes? Like, listen, son, even for like the most random thing, you tell your dad, I've been coming early during sex. Your dad sits you down and goes, this reminds me of a time when he's like Eugene Levy in American Pie, for sure.
My dad is the definition of a fucking baby boomer. He was born in 1950.
Nice.
He was 37 when I was born. So my dad was already old by the time I was born. And my dad's an old Vietnam vet, Marine. He's just this old, salty dude. But he taught me a lot about life. Like, he bought me my first car, right? He bought me this. Hold on. I'm not done with the story yet. He bought me this car for $1,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gives me the manual too. He says, all right, you're going to fix it up. You're going to do all the work to it. I'll take it to U-Pull. You're going to pull the shift for. You're going to learn how to fix it. So I put in a new water pump, serpentine belt, radiator. I did a whole bunch of shit. It's a 1991 Ford Explorer. He then sold it to me for $3,000 after I fixed it. And then after it's all fixed up, he sold it to somebody else for $3,500. So my dad was a businessman. And he hustled the fuck out of me. So
that's my dad also got me my first car. It never ran.
My dad
this one barely ran until I actually fixed it. So
it never ran to the point where my mom just got disgusted with the fucking thing sitting out front, made him come get the car, and she went out and bought me cash, and I had to pay her back for it. Or she bought me a car, and I had to pay her back for it. Yeah.
This is the same guy that tried to tell me that if you piss right after sex, you won't get a UTI. So
yeah, I still do that after masturbating. Yeah.
So you don't give yourself an STD?
No, yes, I don't give myself an. Absolutely.
Oh,
too late.
Man.
But
I'm pretty sure my dad's never had a car.
He definitely does it now. He's living on a beach in Hawaii. I cannot hate on your dad for his lifestyle right now. I mean, literally, he's a fucking drifter in Hawaii. I think I led to this discussion earlier, but I was going to say I have a new obsession right now on YouTube. I've been watching these people that they're literally their lifestyle is they've saved enough money in their life. They put this money in an account that gains 8% interest, like the S&P 500, whatever it may be, and they basically pay themselves to sell across the world. That's what they do. Their life is. And they don't make any money as sailors, but they have enough savings that they earn enough interest on that to pay their expenses to go sailing. So they're literally off the goal. They're literally off the fucking grid. To me, that's a dream. I think freedom of movement is the biggest freedom you can have, and you don't belong to any country because you're on the ocean. Nobody owns the ocean. You do what the fuck you want.
Till a fucking bucko comes rolling up and steals your shit.
They have
pirates come up.
They talk about pirates. They talk about pirates a lot. And first and foremost, I know certain countries have laws, but I've already mapped out this plan. This is what the first thing I'm going to do once I get my Adderall is map out my plan to own a sailboat in 10 years.
Sailbaiting.
Own a sailboat in 10 years, and I'm definitely going to carry some guns because I will fuck a pirate up if he tries to jump a ship. I will, just shoot him in the fucking head and be done with him, Throw his ass in the ocean, he'll be fucking shark bait.
I am the fucking captain now.
But the one thing my father has taught me in life is be present, because I feel like my dad is never present. and God love, I appreciate the fact that my father did come see me and I got to spend time with my dad. I had a great day with my family today. I'm not going to lie, but I felt like my dad the entire time was just counting down the minutes till when he gets to go home and take a nap. The entire time we were spending time together. He's like, well, we ate some food. I got to get the fuck out of here.
It's been fun, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to end with a Florida man here and get the fuck out of here. I know my internet's fucking up. I apologize. So Florida man charged with manslaughter after shooting friend with rifle. The victim, Sean Cook, 26, died after being shot in the chest. I mean, holy shit. You shot your friend with a fucking rifle over an argument. Beaver, how bad does it have to get for you to shoot me in the chest with a rifle?
Yeah.
If I like fuck,
he hasn't done it yet.
Is that something that happens like after I fuck your mom or something? Is that like?
I mean, as long as you treat her good. You know?
Yeah. I think
pretty much you'd have to fuck with my family and I would shoot you in the chest with a rifle.
You think, well, what's fuck with your family mean? Like fuck your family or
like, I don't know, lay hands on the kids or wife or my mom or my grandma, something like that. If I fuck around my family, then I wouldn't think twice about it.
I would say that's fair. And by the way, Beaver, I couldn't have sex with your mom just because I like your dad so much.
Respect.
Greg Beaver's a legend. Can we get Greg Beaver on the podcast, please?
I'm sure he'd be fun coming at some point in time.
Oh, absolutely. Greg Beaver is a character.
I want your dad on here. He'd come on as soon as you got this internet situation under control.
Which we're close. Internet. My appointment is scheduled. I'll be getting fucking clear internet. So literally, it's so funny when it freezes, it only records me. So I have to ramble. So I just like, oh, there's a bird outside my window. My dog wants to eat my ass right now. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's Duncan. He's not pixelated no more. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Thank you. Jacking off. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Another great episode, guys. I appreciate you joining me. Happy Father's Day again to all the fathers out there, all the active fathers, and the Chris Duncans of the world, the role fitters, the stepdads. RJ up there, you also stepped in, been a phenomenal father for your oldest daughter, and now you do have a little one of your own. It's amazing. So happy Father's Day. Honestly, I joke a lot about my daughter and my baby mother, baby mama, but I am extremely blessed. My daughter is the biggest blessing in my life. Being a father is the biggest blessing in my life. I will never deny that. And I tell you what, my daughter can simultaneously piss me off more than any person on the planet and also make me prouder than any person on the planet. So,
amen.
So being a father is a huge blessing. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Make sure you subscribe.
We love your cats.
We love your cats. Yeah. I actually fucking hate your cats. I've never
met them. Never met them, but I guarantee I hate them.
Yeah, guarantee I hate the little bastards. But
my kitties are sweethearts.
I'll get around his cats. My face will fucking swell up. My eyes will well. It'll just be fucking horrid.
It's like
I don't think I've been to. It's like when I jizz in my own eye.
All right, we out of here.
We got to get out of here. Subscribe, rate, and review. Share the video. Hit the bell. That way you get notified when we're live. Subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Spotify. We're on every major podcasting network now. And let's go. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. We might have a Facebook page soon. Stay tuned for news on that. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace out, bitches. Have a great day.